What is up, everyone? Scores and odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just go on over there and sign up. It's that simple. You got access to all the picks over there. Plus, you get access to our prop shopping tool, and most importantly, access to Grant's Action Lounge, where I'm throwing in all my bets every single day as I bet them, so you can get them before the odds move. Like Wisdom, who we're going to talk about in a second, has already moved 40 points on his home run bet. So you get in there, you get signed up. If you have RG or SAO Premium, you get all my calls. I'm throwing out tons of dingers every single day. Yesterday was just terrible. Just terrible, horrible. Still up 2 G's this month, so don't worry about it. It's what happens. But yeah, we got some things to talk about. Everyone has a bad day every once in a while. I know I have many every month, but I have more good days than bad days, I hope. But yeah, we're gonna go right into this. No more pleasantries. Joined by Daniel. Because I need
no pleasantries.
Yeah, no pleasantries. Because I want to get to this Padres game because I have quite a few bets in it. So obviously, winds blowing out, good hitting weather, blah, blah, blah. It's great. Strangely enough, I actually have a few dingers on the Cubs side of things, even going up against Musgrove, who's a very good pitcher. But he does give up some hard cut. Oh, you doing all right there, puppy? The puppy under the desk got scared there for a second. Silly little puppy. But yeah, Musgrove does give up a decent amount of hard contact, some fly balls, and with this wind, like I have Morel at plus 500 batting leadoff. I have Wisdom plus 340. I have Contreras plus 360, all over on FanDuel to hit a dinger. What do you think about those?
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to pick on Musgrove either. Like I think he's pretty good, but of course, the wind there is pretty silly. If you look at Ross Weather Edge, we got the fire emoji, right? Yeah, several fire emojis today. 31 game sample, that's good enough for you. 73% bump in homers we've seen with similar weather. 89 degrees, 17 miles per hour wind going straight out. We know the wind in Wrigley is unlike any other ballpark. 17 miles per hour there is like, I don't know, 35, 40 any other place. Other buildings.
Well, the stadium is old and hasn't learned to, like in San Francisco, 25 mile per hour winds really don't do anything because the way they set up the ball, it's an architectural beauty. Over in San Francisco and Chicago, they just built a ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, the other side of the game, I presume you're going to talk about the Padres in a second. That's the more appealing option. The odds, I presume, will be a little bit lower. Morel has just been awesome. Like, but he's apparently their 21st best prospect coming into the season. I refuse to believe that there's 20 better prospects in the Cubs system. Like, he's got some power. He's got some speed. It's fun to watch, too. Banged one out last night. I'm not sure how good he's going to be. He might be overachieving right now. But, he's leading off. Really good chance of getting 5 ABs, assuming that game gets goofy. What do we have, 11.5 and a 12 total? Last night it went over, 22, 23, 24. It was a pile of runs last night. More so on the San Diego side. But, yeah, at 5-1, I'll take it. You said you had Wisdom at what was the odds for him?
Plus 340. I think it's moved to plus 300 already. Still don't mind it at that. Like, Wisdom is an extreme fly ball pitcher. Or hitter.
Yeah.
My favorite bet over on the other side, like I don't actually the odds are just kind of trash for most of them. Like
is it Mazzara?
It is Mazzara,
who I don't believe has a home run this year. Like he hasn't been in the majors very long. Obviously, this is one time a guy who hit with 30 home runs a year, give or take, for Texas not that long ago when he was young. He's still only like 27, 28. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, but this guy's still around. He's like still young.
Yeah, he's a 20 home run guy. He's just been in a rough patch, which now is the perfect time for, because like this year he's not striking out much. The hard contact hasn't been terrible, but I'm getting plus 660 odds in a Wrigley game, which I don't know if there's a single major leaguer who can't hit the ball out in a wind game. Like he's not getting a ton of hard contact, but medium contact will be fine. Like 90% or 90 mile per hour average exit velocity. That can leave the ballpark in this wind if he gets it up in the air. Doesn't have a ton of fly balls, but going up against Schwarmer.
Well, it's all small sample stuff, but yeah, Schwarmer looks bad, and like Mazzara should be better than what I think he is, especially with the platoon advantage. What do you say, 6-1 you're getting on him? I think that's the best.
6.6 to 1.
Yeah, when you're considering the odds, I think that's the best place to go. What is Machado, like 250 or something?
Let me check real quick.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm fine
with Machado. Like, but yeah, not a huge fan. Cronenworth, I don't mind at plus 420. Profar, I don't mind at plus 440. Grisham, I don't mind at plus 570. I wonder what Pinnacle has those guys at.
Grant, on Prize Picks, they actually pair those three together. Like it's kind of a fun little innovative idea. You bet over under total home runs, and they'll like give you a group of players on the team. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4. Machado, Cronenworth, and Profar. We'd probably rather have Voit than Profar or something like that. But you can go over or under a half a homer. Basically, one of those 3's got a homer. Machado, Cronenworth, and Profar, which that's probably.
What do you think about Grisham at 520?
That's all right. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's fine.
And the guy has some pop. He's batting all the way in the 8-hole, which isn't great.
But they're on the road.
Yeah. Has 15 home runs last year, 4 this year. I am probably going to stay away. Yeah. Do I like any of the alt totals in the Cubs game? I don't mind them. Milo in chat asking that. Let's see.
A home run variance, you can absolutely get like a 12-5 kind of game. We saw it last night. There actually wasn't a lot of homers. Maybe 3 or 4 or something like that, which is
over 15.5 at plus 330 is a little appealing. But
I like that.
Better odds somewhere else.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Although Musgrove's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean,
Padres. What's the Padres alt line? Like, what are they like? -2 or 3?
Oh, that's a good point. Padres are at 6.5. Let me see. Their alt line.
They could be fun on the alt.
Alt total runs. Where's team runs? Race to 7. I think an interesting one. No, that's not great. Yeah, I can't see line total parlays. Yeah, no, I think the more appealing thing might be going with the Padres like -3.5. But I don't know. You have to. I don't have it in front of me all the alt lines. So yeah, if you can find them, I don't mind that at all. I just don't know the odds, and there's only so much I can dig into every single day. But let's get some other picks. Did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy yet? By the way,
no. Did you look at the Cleveland name and think of the movie that I had to watch? Is that what happened?
No.
Were you just looking at Cleveland?
No.
Oh, okay. Because they're playing the Rockies today in an hour. I just thought that maybe like that's how your brain triggered that I lost the movie bet to you, and because they're Cleveland, they changed their nickname. They're now the Guardians.
Oh, okay. Now I'm catching on. Now I got it. Stupid name Guardians.
No, it's actually it's pretty cool. Like I wasn't aware of this, but like in Cleveland they have like these I can't remember. Is it like it's not like a gnome, but these guardians that kind of look over the city, like protect the city, like on a bridge or something like that.
Yes, don't make your name 3 syllables long. It's that simple, unless it can very, very easily be changed to like a 1 syllable, like the Avs.
We've had this debate before, and like again, just there's so many bad nicknames that you don't acknowledge are bad because that's what they've been your entire life.
Like what?
Like the Red Sox, like that's an intimidating opponent. The Red Sox.
No, it's.
I don't even know the history to be honest. Isn't a Philly a horse? What is a Philly?
Philadelphia Phillies.
That's
Philadelphia
redundant.
Phillies. Like, are you kidding me?
That's redundant. It's like, oh yeah, well, the Phillies are from Philadelphia.
The Los Angeles Angels, City of Angels, They're not redundant.
Okay, that's fine. Metropolitans. I know they shortened it to Mets basically, but
yeah. See, as long as it can be shortened to 1 syllable.
White Sox.
2 syllables.
But it's not good. If there was never a team ever in the history of sport that like a team was nicknamed after a sock, a color of a sock, and then somebody says, "Well, Cleveland should change their team name to the Cleveland,"
because they've been around for 100 years.
That's the point. Like it's built up this credibility, but like because it's
there's history behind it. And back in the early 1900s, it was a good name.
Well, why?
I don't know. I wasn't born in the 1900s. You were. You tell me. Early 1900s. You tell me.
This hair is 87 years old. So Oakland, we're just describing they're athletic. The players, although everybody's athletic, they're athletes. Let's just call them athletics. What?
Days. Very simple.
They're just a letter now?
Yeah, I guess.
Again, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not a good nickname. I'm not afraid of playing a team that's the Athletics. Well, duh, we're athletic too.
Yeah, I mean, the only 3-syllable one that's actually decent is the Mariners.
Mariners is in relation to like boating, I think.
Yes. Yes, it's very applicable to the city. Like the Nationals, very applicable to their city.
The Chicago Cubs, it's like a cute little bear. Like that's what we're afraid of. We're afraid to play the cute little bears.
You're not supposed to be afraid of. Even the Diamondbacks, you can go D-backs.
Yeah, I'm afraid of Diamondbacks. For the record, I don't want
to. I think most people are afraid of snakes. I think that's pretty.
I don't want to mess with
pretty common. But we got some baseball to talk about.
We just agree to disagree, I guess, on this.
Kirk batting fourth.
Alejandro.
He's gonna hit a bomb.
Is he?
I mean, I sure hope so. I got his odds at 5.6 to 1, plus 5,600, if you will. Batting fourth. Wells, 51% fly ball rate, 38.5% hard contact rate. Big old fly ball pitcher versus righties. 191 ISO, probably due for some negative regression. I'm taking the Kirk home run.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sure, why not?
All right. Then I'm sure you're going to be fine with this game. Rockies. So I have Rogers plus 480, Rosario plus 750, Naylor, my favorite one, plus 520.
That's pretty good. I like 520 on Naylor versus Cool.
Yeah, and then Rosario, I mean, not a big home run guy, but he's playing Coors. Like, Cool has not been great. Still gives up a lot of hard contact. Definitely worse versus lefties and righties. I just like that line. Like
he went last night. He's not a big power guy like you said. He did win last night in theory.
That's a heater. He's on a heater.
Well, he doesn't strike out and he doesn't walk, so he's going to put the ball in play somewhere like that. There, you got that. Like that's
yeah. And on the other side, what are your thoughts on Rogers plus 480?
Yeah. Not a great fly ball guy. The ISO is not great this year.
He's not. It does not matter if he's a good fly ball guy or not. McKenzie is an extreme fly ball pitcher to right.
50%, yeah.
Like extreme. And Rogers still has a 42% hard contact rate. So I'm taking a guy that's not a fly ball pitcher going up against an extreme fly ball pitcher. That's where you get home runs, especially in Coors. Guess who's going to the game on Saturday? This guy. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Who are they playing?
They are playing Padres, I think.
Okay.
Is that right? Who's supposed to be pitching on Saturday?
I could not tell you. Maybe Gore. I feel like he hasn't pitched in a few days at least. No, he probably pitches like tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Martinez versus Marquez.
All right, Airmon.
I mean, I'd honestly probably in Coors, I'd probably rather have a trash pitcher.
Yeah, you want
90 degrees.
Oh, 90 degrees. Are you going to wear tank top?
Oh, it's almost like I'm in a suite because I'm not poor like you.
Oh, you know what? So, you used to be a man of the people, Grant. Then you went ahead and you finished third in the sports gambling finals.
And now I drink wine and
you join a country club. You play golf every day. Like, who are you anymore?
I like to party.
You cut your hair.
Oh, you can blame my wife for that. Actually, no, that was it was getting so long. Like when you have long hair and it's curly, I just get knots every single day. So if I don't brush it out, then there's just knots and it looks like a rat's nest. I'm going to grow it out again.
Okay.
But I knew I had to cut it regardless before my wedding. So I'm like, if I'm going to do it eventually, might as well do it now. It's not going to change much over the next few months. And then I can help my wife figure out what she still let me do the mohawk for the wedding.
Which you're going to do a mohawk for the wedding?
Yeah, I have a mohawk.
Do you? Like,
I mean, it's not fully trimmed on the sides, but long. It's like a mullet mohawk kind of mix.
Speaking of mohawk, did you hear the story about Joe Madden and mohawks?
Yeah, he shaved his head into a mohawk the day he got fired to help.
He wanted to motivate his team. I guess he thought that was kind of. He's always done some quirky stuff, and they do some fun things. You ever see on the road? They would like, let's have everybody dress up like as their favorite movie character or something like that. And he does goofy thing. Madden just kind of does different. Walks to a beat of his own drum, that kind of thing. So I guess he thought that he would break the losing streak by shaving his head into a mullet that he never got to show the players. not a mullet, the mohawk. That would have worked actually. He would have kept his job. They would have won like 10 straight if he had a mullet. But yeah. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, McKenzie's been reverse splitsy from power. Righties have hit him harder of late too. You're talking about it's going to jump back to the bet you're talking about.
I also bet the under of 4.5 strikeouts for him.
I think did Cardi write him up? I feel like Cardi wrote the under up for that as well.
I'm sure Cardi always just loves taking unders on strikeouts and Coors.
I think he got it early. He got it early at 5.5 under.
Oh, really? What was the under odds?
-138.
Oh, dang! Nicely done, Cardi.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it, but like he posted at 7:00 in the morning in the scores and odds. So if you were up early, you were probably sleeping, I presume, because it was 5:30 where you're at.
But, I also forgot to mention I have Profar over 1.5 total bases, -102 at Superbook, but you can get it -105 over MGM. Still like it there. And over at DK, -105.
I like that. Leading off, well positioned for those 5 ABs. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm going to double. I didn't bet it on DK, which is the only other site that'll let me get much more money on it. Let's see. Total bases. Is it at 105 here? Profar, -110. Darned it. Yeah, I can't bet it anywhere else unless I'm getting way worse odds.
I've not looked at the rest of your bets. I assume, are you excited about your boy Rhys Hoskins in Washington against Corbin?
Oh, Reese's Pieces. Love me some Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, I mean, for DFS perspective, there's like a 5-game slate go down tonight. Like Philadelphia is going to be reasonably popular. We know how Patrick Corbin's just been, for several years. Like the only thing keeping him in the league, I think, at this point is his contract. I assume. I don't know. He's not been good, obviously, and he can eat some innings. He's an inning eater, but I'm guessing the odds are pretty tight on Hoskins. Did you write him up, or was this the odds weren't good enough?
I didn't write him. The odds weren't good enough, but I do have him as my top play over on the expert survey.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read that, but that just sort of checks out. That kind of makes sense. But some other stuff, Weather Edge, I'm sure you saw this, but the people aren't aware. Fire emoji in Chicago for the Cubbies. Fire emoji in Colorado today, 87 we're looking at. It's going to be hot. Man, it's hot in Colorado today, huh?
Yeah, I just went on a walk with my puppy, and he is exhausted, passed out under my desk, just ain't moving.
How are you? You outlasted the pup?
I mean, I'm getting into my wedding shape, so I did like 10 miles yesterday.
Walking?
Between elliptical and walking.
Really? Oh yeah. Wow. Look at that. All right.
Yeah, I'm a big guy, so I try not to do too much of my joints. So yeah.
Walking 10 miles is that's pretty good.
Well, it was like walking 3 miles and then 7 miles on the elliptical at high intensity.
Yeah.
So
that's even more of a workout, I would say.
Oh yeah, no, my heart was pounding. It's good cardio. I'm trying to recover from darn long COVID.
You also you said you're not drinking until your wedding. Is that correct?
It's supposed to be.
Have you broken that already since we last spoke?
No, I have not. But I will. My main thing is I have to take DraftKings, the Coors game.
You're gonna break it Saturday.
Suite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much have to. And then, yeah, when my buddy comes into town the week of the wedding, I need to get my tolerance up so I don't get too drunk at my wedding.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because if I don't drink for a month and then first time I drink is at my wedding, that's not going to end well.
Well, you can just sort of pace yourself. I guess is that not an option?
That doesn't happen with me. Duran, Ezekiel Duran.
The path of the righteous man.
Yeah. I have him to hit a bomb. Plus 700. The guy has some pop.
So
some decent pop. 257 ISO in the minors this season. 209 in the majors so far. Like striking out a bunch, but going up against
Bill Brasky.
Yeah, he's on the road team. Bill Brasky.
I wasn't sure if you knew the reference or not. I assume you did.
Bill Brasky. Yeah, I got it. Gives up a ton of hard contact, ton of fly balls, does not strike out righties. So this is like a perfect spot for a guy like Duran. Duran.
Ezekiel Duran. By the way, Ezekiel reference was Pulp Fiction. I wasn't sure if you got that one either. The Path of the Righteous Man, Jules' famous speech before he bumps you off. You've seen Pulp Fiction, I presume.
I have.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if I had to throw Pulp Fiction at you as far as one of our movie bets. I would have looked at you differently if you've never. I mean, come on, how have you never seen?
I don't think I saw it until like 7 years ago.
Okay, that's fine. Did you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
I mean, I like John Travolta. I like Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not a big, was it Tarantino?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big Tarantino guy, but I like more of his earlier work, like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs, I guess, is technically his first movie, and Pulp, I believe, would be second.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, that was made for like $20,000, and it was actually the main reason I watched it is the diner.
Yeah, where Jimmy
Yeah, so they have that was right near my house. Used to go there every once in a while. Pretty good food, and then the shootout scene.
Yes,
I could have thrown a baseball to where it started.
Yeah, you lived in that street, basically.
I lived right behind that street. I used to go to the bar very often.
Oh, you saying you're not a Tarantino guy? Come on. Tarantino's like my guy. Like Django, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill. No, nothing really. Have you seen Django?
Yeah, Django was solid.
Inglourious Bastards. Have you seen that one?
Inglourious Bastards was just all right. It was good.
So
it wasn't great. I'm just not a huge. I don't dislike him. It's just I'm not a huge fan. Let's get to more bets because I've got Bohm to hit a home run. Plus 460. I bet him, 2 days ago, and yeah, he hit one to the warning track. It was a barrel. Would have been out in like 15 of 30 stadiums, and apparently that wasn't one of them. But weather's nice. Corbin, not good. Huge amount of hard contact to righties. Bohm, not a huge fly ball guy, but getting plus 460 odds on him. What is Reese's Pieces?
It's probably probably lower than 3-1. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would guess so too.
But like
plus 235, yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
I honestly don't hate it at plus 235.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't play it, but I like him a lot. Like he's really well positioned.
I wonder what his over 2 total bases is.
By the way, you mentioned you're talking about Duran. Duran, the ballpark in Detroit is another ballpark tonight that has the red Roth fire emoji. Good weather. Pew, pew. Good hitting weather tonight in Detroit as well.
Yeah. I've got a few home runs for the Angels, actually quite a few of them. Rendon, plus 500. I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. I know he's been terrible, but
he got hurt. He hurt his wrist.
Yeah, well, he's been off and on injured and in and out of the lineup. Yeah, I know he got hurt. So I doubt he's going to play there, but I put it in just in case. Ward to hit a home run, plus, what is it? Plus 520, one of my favorite bets of the day. I think check out the Scores and Odds TikTok, check out Scores and Odds Instagram, check out the Scores and Odds YouTube channel. I have a video out there every day where I'm giving out a free bet, and Ward to hit a home run.
That's what this is right now, right?
Yeah, guys, go subscribe to it. Go like over on it. If you watch this every day, I'm giving you out free bets. I'm going through it. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work, Daniel Chevelchen.
By the way, this Angels lineup, there's a lot of strikeouts in there. I like Kirby a little bit. You're picking on Kirby. That's kind of interesting. I mean, obviously he's not a
Kirby for home runs.
What's that?
I'm picking on Kirby for home runs. So I'm a big fan of Kirby.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan long term, short term, but guy's an extreme fly ball pitcher and gives up a decent amount of hard contact. So Ohtani, Ward, Stassi, all of them. Like all of them have pop, and we're getting way better odds than we should. Like I said, Ward, guy with what is it, 250 ISO versus righty so far this season, going up against an extreme fly ball pitcher that gives up hard contact, getting plus 520. So Ohtani getting plus 500. I know he's pitching, but I don't care. Like Stassi getting plus 610. Guy has some pop.
A little for a catcher.
He hits the ball hard. He just doesn't hit fly balls. And again, Kirby's a big fly ball pitcher versus righties so far. He's giving up a 304 ISO to righties. And
Yeah.
I'm getting plus 500 on Ohtani. I don't understand these odds. Like, Trout's the only one with marginally normal odds going up against him. I think he's sitting at what, plus 240.
The difference between Stassi and Ohtani should be greater. I will say that. Like, I'm not sure which way it should go. You know what I mean? Like, Stassi being 6-1 and Ohtani being 5-1. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, and I know these are good bets. You know how I know they're good bets?
How do you know?
FanDuel limited me under 100. They generally let me get like 110, 115. Anytime they limit me under 100, I know those are the best bets.
Yeah.
Stassi, Ohtani, Ward, Duran are the ones where they're limiting me under 100.
I think Martin Perez is going, 2 home runs all season long? Is that correct? I feel like that's where we're at.
I mean, he's just
ridiculous.
The outlier of all seasons ever.
31% fly balls on the year. The ground balls are at 55%. His home run to fly ball rate is 3%.
Yeah.
0.24 homers per 9.
Yeah, and he's giving up a lot of hard contact, so none of his stats make sense.
Brisky, 2.27 homers per 9 in the season, almost 18% homer in the fly ball. And you're right, Kirby's given up 1.7 homers, and these are, not the hugest of samples, 37 innings, but
and he plays in Seattle, like it's a decent ballpark. So, but yeah, he like this kid's going to be good, and he plays in a good ballpark to be an extreme fly ball pitcher. But yeah, he's struggling versus righties right now.
I think Severino K's are in play. What do you think of Severino strikeouts? Have you looked at yet?
6.5 best line is minus 130. Yeah, so I'd actually take the under on that, if anything. And if you want, you can make that our movie bet. I'll take the under, you take the over.
I'm just looking at that Tampa lineup that came out. They do have some of their contact guys. Brujan leading off is kind of positive, 23%. Margot's batting second at 18. Diaz is a contact guy. Ramirez is a contact guy. I was hoping – we got Phillips in there, which is good. He's a big strikeout guy. Let me see. What was he?
Wait, is the lineup already out?
Yeah, Tampa lineup came out already.
So I prefer the under by a decent amount.
Yeah, the guys that I was running off, you just fire up the old plate IQ. And the guys I was running off, that's what's actually in the lineup.
So the big thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lefties. Severino strikeout numbers versus lefties, not very good. Actually, just straight up bad.
They are 18%. Yeah. Dating back to last year, but did he even pitch last year? I stretched it back last year.
No, the guy has one of the best sliders in the league. That doesn't bode well for lefties. So
yeah. I'm a little bit off that now.
Well, we need to do a movie bet.
I already owe you, man.
I got one basketball bet.
Who's winning the game tonight?
Huh?
Who's winning the game? Or you have no idea who's winning the game? They are. They're going to win or they're going to cover. They're getting points, I assume, right?
Yeah, I'd assume 4. Yeah. So
yeah.
Oh wait, no, they're Golden State's plus 150.
Yeah, I think they're getting about 4. I haven't dug into basketball, if you can't tell. My mind's been on baseball, but
I just rarely bet the spread.
Are we still betting Draymond rebounds over?
I don't know. Let me check what it's at right now.
Yeah, Golden State plus 4 on DK, plus 150 money lining as well. 210 over under.
Green rebound 7.5. You can get plus 100 DK. I don't hate it. I'm probably not betting it though.
Yeah.
Do I want to bet his over on 3-pointers? Or have I just had enough?
Are you still chasing it?
Plus 200. I think I'm just done.
I'm guessing he hasn't hit. Is he still attempting a several a game?
Yep. 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 0 for 1, 0 for 4.
And you're getting 2-1?
Yeah. I kind of want to bet it, but I can't take this pain anymore.
I mean, obviously, if I told you he's only going to take 2 threes, you would not bet the over on that. I don't think.
If you said he was going to take 2 threes and he was shooting normally, I'd take the over. Like,
you're getting 2-1.
yeah.
He's got to make them like 25% of the time, right, to make it interesting.
Yeah. I mean, stats can only go so far. He clearly has the yips. Like, he has the yips. It's that simple. So
I mean, I don't know how to define. Is it just one of those it when you see it? Many years ago, Chuck Knobloch, for a second baseman with the Yankees, had the yips. He basically had to retire because he couldn't throw the ball from second to first.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest way to see it is with a kicker in the NFL. Like Mike Vanderjagt misses one in the playoffs. Goes from being the most accurate kicker to terrible. What was it? Blair Walsh, kicker for
he missed an extra
Vikings.
point, basically, right?
Yeah, and granted, it was in cold weather, and the Seahawks signed him 2 years later. I'm like, that's going to cost us our season, and it cost us our season. It actually did. Legitimately, kickers are the easiest one. Like, you miss a big kick, decent chance your career is over.
But are people diagnosed with the yips, though? Is that, I feel like that's just like a quick and easy way of summarizing a bunch of words.
Yeah, I think the yips are in the DSM. It's a big part of.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is the habit center of your brain, like it's why choking's a thing. Like in certain instances, like the habit center of your brain should always take over. Tony Dungy, the reason why the Bucks won the Super Bowl, I believe, the year after he left, is because he tried to turn everything into just habitually do things. It's why he got signed by the Colts as a great defensive coach, even though Manning was on the front. Like, he was a big fan of, like, everything should be habit. You see this, your brain automatically does that. You see this, your brain automatically does that. It's how the habit center of the brain works. So the yips is when you actually have to think about it, and it's no longer habit. That part of the habit center of your brain is no longer hitting a current just automatically, and you actually have to think about it. It's why the yips occur. It's no longer muscle memory. It's no longer habit. So you're just screwed.
Rick Ankiel is another guy I thought of.
Yeah.
And he couldn't throw strikes. They moved him. He became an outfielder. Good for him. Like, they extended his career like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to switch things up. Although if you're a kicker in the NFL, can't do anything.
There's a lot of turnover in the NFL. If you miss several kicks in a row, you're only as good as your last kick, right? There's several guys that they're just rocks, right? The dude for Baltimore, I can't think of his name for some reason. The Baltimore kicker, the greatest kicker of all time. Well,
are you talking about back in the olden day?
No, today. Like, the Baltimore's like the best kicker in football, and I don't want to Google it because like it's so dumb. I should know who it is, but like, it's out of season and I can't think of the guy's name. But then there's Vinny Terry, obviously.
Evan McPherson.
No, well that's the kicker for Denver. He's like he can make like 70 yarders.
No, we're also wrong. That's the kicker.
Tucker is the guy I'm thinking of.
You said Baltimore, and I went to Bengals. Morrell home run already.
There it is. Bang.
Bang, bang, bang on.
Again,
Baltimore, Justin Tucker.
They said this guy is the 21st prospect in the Cubs system. That can't be true. I refuse to believe that. Refuse. Is that first inning?
Yeah, I think first at bat for him.
Yeah, I know he's leading off. I bet him on Prize Picks on over 1.5 bases. Nice.
Did I write him up? Let's see. I wrote up Ward. Wrote up Mazzara. No, I wrote up Wisdom. Darn it.
I like to see Devers at a homer right now, too. He's at the plate versus Oakland. Do you got a piece of that game at all or no?
I don't. How do I use GIFs? There they are. Reaction mode. Boom. Morale bomb. Hooray. Considering I missed like 10 of them 10 home run bets yesterday.
You were due, obviously.
Yeah, first at bat on the first one of the day.
Yeah.
Boom. Well, we're already at $500 today. So that's neat.
You could just tap out. You're good.
No, I can still lose money. I have $2,000 on the board today. So the worst I can do is lose $1,500.
There you go. What's your favorite bet today?
Let's see. It's Ward. It's Taylor Ward, Josh Naylor, and Duran. All three of those are my three favorite. But my most favorite is probably Ward.
So my only issue with Ward is that I just don't believe he's as good as he's been so far. I refuse to believe this is who he is. Maybe I'm just being stubborn, but I think he's overachieving. 311 ISO, 432 WOBA against righties. 123 plate appearances this season.
Well,
Like
here's the
that,
thing: if he's as good as that is, his odds should be plus 300. Like if he's that good, his odds should be plus 300.
yeah, if you want to
But
make that counter, sure, it's fine, I guess. Yeah,
that dude had 27 home runs in 2019 in the minors. Had a little bit of a rough patch in the majors 2019, 2020, and a short sample size. 2021, 65 games, 8 home runs, 10 and 40 this time. But like his ISO has been right around, like I'm expecting to be 200 to 250 ISO guy, which at plus 500, I'll take that, or 520.
he was a first round pick, by the way, in 2015. So he came with some pedigree. 28 years old. I thought he was a little bit more of a journeyman than that. Like I knew he wasn't like young.
What do we want to do for our? How about this? I'll take Golden State. You take Boston to win tonight for our movie bet.
I don't want to root for Boston. I understand you're being kind, and I don't want any pity, but I understand that's in my best interest.
Do you want to take the over on Severino?
Over 6.5?
Yeah, you're getting minus 135 odds.
Sure, why not?
All right, I'll take the under because I like the under.
All right, I'm gonna have you watch something at some. Well, I mean, you've already given me the entire Guardians of the Galaxy series. Is there a third one? I don't even know.
Not yet. It's coming out soon. Thor. What was it? Love and
I've
Thunder.
watched the Thor already. You know, you give me enough Thor.
I know, but you need the Love and Thunder looks absolutely. Let's see, Thor, Love and Thunder. Let's see. It's not out yet, I don't think. So yeah, I guess the critics have it. Is it out?
I don't think that's out yet. I think we've seen the commercial.
July 7th.
Yeah, it feels like a summer, popcorny, whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at Tarantino movies that I really like. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, fine. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, love them.
Okay.
Dust
Jackie
Till
Brown?
Dawn, Jackie Brown. I don't think I've actually seen that.
Jackie Brown's
Desperado's really good, but did he?
That's Robert Rodriguez, but like I think he might have been a producer or something like that.
He was pickup guy in it.
Well, he might have appeared in it too. Like they're buddies, like him and Robert Rodriguez. They did that double feature as well. Like can't even think of the name of for some reason. But and I wouldn't technically put that into the Kurt Russell movie. What is that movie called?
Waterworld.
No. That's Kevin Costner. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Escape from LA.
That's what I was trying to think. Wait,
I watched that the other day.
No, that's not him. No, Escape from LA is not Tarantino.
It's Kurt Russell.
Okay,
Great.
yeah. Okay, Kurt Russell's in Tango and Cash also. We can just do that.
Kurt Russell's great.
You ever see Vanilla Sky? He's a Vanilla Sky.
I don't think I ever saw that. I heard it.
That is a trippy movie, and that's one of those, how some movies a certain percentage of people just hate. I will stand for Vanilla Sky. I thought that was good. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I never saw it. I just heard. Yeah, I heard it wasn't good.
You should see it. I'm curious what you think because you'll have an opinion. I feel like it's not as well received as it should be. Oh, I got the movie for you. You ever see Arlington Road?
No.
That's the movie. Oh man, they don't make movies like that anymore. I don't know where it's playing, but I don't want to give anything away, but you should see Arlington Road.
It's got Jeff Bridges. I might have seen
Robbins.
it. I don't think I have.
And it's got Joan Cusack.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jeff Bridges. I love Tim Robbins. So
yeah, it's good. It's.
Have you seen The Rock?
What's that?
Have you seen The Rock?
No.
Really?
I just know like the Welcome to The Rock. I think that's my channel.
Oh gosh, I'm giving you The Rock. You need to watch that. Are you a big Nick Cage guy at all?
I mean, he's fine. I get it.
Have you seen Face Off?
Of course, yeah.
Have you seen Con Air?
Yeah, give me back my money.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen most of the Nick Cage staples. Like some of the, he's actually like a really good actor too. Like adaptation, like obviously he doesn't play like the standard. Well, he plays two characters in that movie. He plays twins. Leaving Las Vegas, obviously, is another classic. There's a good one where he's a con artist. What's that? Matchstick Man. You ever seen that one before? That's good.
It's been a long time though.
It's been a long, long time. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it in the movie theater many years ago. But yeah, he's fine. Cage is fine.
Gone in 60 Seconds. Good movie.
I mean, that's your standard, turn. That's like a precursor to Fast and the Furious, I believe.
Is this new movie out yet?
There's one where he plays himself.
Yeah, the massive weight of.
It's supposed to be really good.
Unbearable weight of massive talent. Yeah. No, 87 by the critics, 87 by the audience.
Yeah. I think it's still out in the theaters, or maybe just left the theaters.
Yeah, but you have to see The Rock.
Nick Cage is in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Nick Cage and Sean Connery. All right.
Yeah. Is it Escaping from Alcatraz, or is it something else? That's what it is, right?
Yeah. Welcome to The Rock.
That was a no doubter, according to Would It Dong, the Christopher Morel homer. 404 feet would have been out of all 30 ballparks. Now that doesn't matter. That doesn't factor in the wind, I presume, which was enhanced by it was wind aided. I would assume.
Oh, Rushman got his first home run today. I forgot about that.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, off of Barrios.
Nice. All right. Well, any last minute thoughts before we get on out of here?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm good. As a chat got anything for us, so we're stepping aside and we're moving along.
I don't think so.
Tell the people hit the like button. Get some likes in there.
Yeah, go like it, guys.
What's the problem?
I have low self-esteem. Go subscribe to the Scores and Odds channel because we might be switching around times on this show. So go subscribe.
What times are going to be in play?
I mean, it might start earlier because I can get a lot of home run bets in early. And so on my honeymoon, it's going to be like 3 weeks long. I'm going to go open up gambling accounts in 4 different states to write off and pay for my honeymoon.
I love it.
Man, honeymoon's not going to be cheap.
Well, I mean, you're going mostly around America, right?
Yeah, so I'm flying to Miami, going on a cruise for a week, which get that free through Caesars. Renting a car, going up to Charleston, going over to Dollywood, going over to Nashville for a couple days.
Nice.
Find some place up near the Michigan. Like, if anyone knows,
I used to live. By the way, I lived in Charleston. I live in Nashville.
Yeah,
I live in Vegas. You go to Vegas? Yeah, I'm not far from Miami right now. You're just basically going to places like you're taking the Dean World Tour.
Did you live in Chicago?
I've never been to Chicago.
Either have I. So I'm going to go to a Cubs game.
I want to go. Not on your honeymoon, but you know what I'm saying. I want to go to Chicago at some point.
Yeah, and you find there's some place like I'm gonna try and find a town up like right on Lake Michigan, but so I can go between the border of Michigan and Indiana and gamble.
Oh, okay.
In both states.
Yeah.
I'm a thinker.
Wait, does Michigan have sports? They just get it? Sports gambling in Michigan?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay, it must have recently. Okay, I feel like that wasn't one of the first states to have it.
Yeah, but
all right. The show's not going to stop on your honeymoon. You're going to keep going.
Yeah, we're. Right. I mean, I got to sign up for all those.
Yeah, you got to, that's going to pay for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Well, you're the host, Grant. You got to sign us off and get us out of here, right? I don't want to steal your.
It's been fun.
See you, kids.
We'll be back tomorrow.